Oh, I forgot my coffee. Somewhere over there.
You guys can start talking.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hi, guys.
All right.
Hold on, Lawrence is putting his mic on.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
So, Lawrence, you all set then?
Now I'm all set.
Okay.
All right.
Well, howdly doodly, everybody.
How you guys doing?
Welcome, lads and laddies.
Shut up. I hope you guys are doing well. We are sorry for showing up late.
Just a little bit. The OBS was just updated and a little bit of reformatting was needed, but we got it.
It was pretty annoying, honestly.
Yeah, so annoying.
Yeah.
Well,
So now we present three men looking at a book.
well,
It's our new show.
We've got more stuff.
Yes. We have more stuff. So today with us, because it has been pointed out to us that it is kind of shitty to just, have the people have the people you're listening to be totally lost as to what's going on. So I bought this, the Oxford Companion to the Bible, and this part here is green, so I'm sure you're getting some fucked up stuff on the green screen. Yeah.
Fun color effects.
On the chroma key. So,
And if you don't like the King James Version, we do still have the English Standard Version and this Jewish Publication Society of America version.
yeah, we're just using the King James one because it's so
Big
Cartoony.
and looks nice.
yeah. So I think today we're gonna have a longer show, right?
Mm-hmm.
We are still covering 3 verses, but
They're
after it,
long.
did I say verses? I meant chapters.
Yeah.
Uh,
These are really long verses, man.
yeah, really long verses. I think after the show, we're gonna stick around a bit, and we're gonna be taking questions, talking to you guys, just chatting a little bit. So I hope that's okay with you guys. It's okay with me, that's for sure.
I love answering questions, especially if they're not on topic. Those are my favorite.
Yeah, we'll answer all of your very personal and it's like,
Intrusive
Everyone's
questions.
wanted
Yeah.
to know. No one cared. Anyways,
yeah.
we've got chapter 24, 25,
You
24.
just mixed.
24.
24.
Welcome to Norse mythology with
Shut up.
Milwaukee Atheists.
Chapter 24.
Yes,
That's pretty great.
this isn't the Poetic Edda.
I think, so yeah, today we're doing chapters 23,
Oh,
24.
we missed chapter 23?
No, sorry.
No,
No,
24,
I'm wrong.
25,
24.
and 26.
24, 25, and 26.
Yes.
We're going to be covering the death of Abraham, Jacob, and Esau, I think.
We're
Is that
covering Rebekah's story.
Rebekah, too, yep.
And we're covering Abraham's death, and we're covering Jacob obtaining Isaac's blessing.
Okay,
That's important.
yeah,
We're not getting to the Esau story.
I think we are.
Um,
Jacob and Esau, I think we are. That's
Nah,
why I chose
there's
this
27.
picture.
27 is the Esau story. So
Whoops.
next week we'll be covering
So-
the Esau story.
Lawrence and his mystical future site.
I Googled it, man.
Look and see this wonderful art behind us that is irrelevant,
Apparently.
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 Yeah.
But keep that in mind.
It's important. It's crucial to the story. So before we dive headfirst into this, make sure to check us out on Patreon. Subscribe if you haven't. And I think you should definitely leave a like on the video before
Yes.
it's even really begun. That'd be cool. It really help us out. All right.
Oh, man.
So I think we can just get right into this then.
Yeah, we can get started. Oh, yeah, we got a new patron.
We should mention.
Oh, we
our
should, as a
patrons.
thank you. All right, so I forget, is it the $20 one that if you donate $20 a month, we shout you out, right?
Yeah.
I think that's 20. Okay.
Yeah, but we got somebody worth more than that.
Yes,
worth
yes,
shouting
we
out.
got a $100 patron. Thank you to Piss Geologist.
Yes.
Yes.
We'll have him on November 19th, I believe.
Sometime next month on a
Okay.
Sunday.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good
Well,
times.
he sent me a message about that. I totally forgot off the top of my head, but I can just go back and look into the messages.
Yeah.
Right, fair enough.
All right, so let's get started with Genesis chapter 24. And Abraham was old and well stricken in age, and the Lord had blessed Abraham in all things. So that's a nice one. And Abraham said unto his eldest servant of his house that ruled over all that he had, Put, I pray thee, thy hand under my thigh, and I will make thee swear by the Lord, the God of heaven, and the God of the earth, that thou shalt not take a wife unto my son of the daughters of the Canaanites, among whom I dwell, but thou shalt go into my country and to my kindred, and take a wife unto my son Isaac.
Okay, so he doesn't want his son to get married to a Canaanite?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty
Okay.
much.
Well, that's a Jewish tradition is passed down matrilineal. So it makes sense that they're trying to encourage that early on.
All right.
That's some convoluted stuff in there.
Yeah, he
Well,
said
the reason why they had to do it matrilineal is because there were a lot of rapes, and you couldn't be sure who the father of any child was, so the religion would go with the mother.
That's horrible.
Yeah, that is horrible. And the servant said unto him, Peradventure the woman will not be willing to follow me unto this land. Must I needs bring thy son again to the land from whence thou camest? And Abraham said unto him, Beware thou that thou bring not my son thither again.
Ouch.
So basically, he's like, I should bring your son with me to find a wife. And Abraham's like, yeah, but if you do that, he's never going to come back.
Yeah, if you take him out, he'll never come thither.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Lord God of heaven, which took me from my father's house and from the land of my kindred, and which spake unto me, and that sware unto me, saying, Unto thy seed will I give this land, he shall send his angel before thee, and thou shalt take a wife unto my son from thence. And if the woman will not be willing to follow thee, then thou shalt be clear from this my oath. Only bring not my son thither again.
wait, only bring not my son? So he doesn't want his son back?
No.
Let's check.
I'm saying
Let's
if
check
he,
the plain English one.
If he brings...
Let's
Yeah.
check the plain English one. Genesis 24.
That was weird.
Wow, these pages
Okay,
are
if the
thin.
woman is not willing to follow him, then
Yeah.
he's not... Then he's not clear from his oath, and
No,
that
no.
means that he shouldn't be brought upon him again.
I thought it just said that if the woman
So this one,
doesn't.
yeah, this one says, but if the woman is not willing to follow you, then you will be free from this oath of mine, only you must not take my son back there.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, that makes much more sense. But it's so much more poetic. All right.
Really? I feel like it's more convoluted, not poetic.
That's the same thing.
Same thing.
Fair enough.
All right. And the servant put his hand under the thigh of Abraham, his master, and sware to him concerning that matter.
So what's this whole under the thigh thing that keeps going on? Is that like, what are you going to point to under your thigh? I know where under the thigh is.
Yeah.
Is that symbolism? Or was that just an idiom?
Oh, jeez.
I'm going to use this English thing.
All right, you use that English one. Chris, why don't you tell us a story?
Oh, God. You want me to attempt to read this archaic?
No, I
It just says under the thigh.
Okay.
So, I mean, it might be some traditional, like, ritualistic thing.
I
Does
mean,
that thing have anything to say about things under the thigh?
perhaps.
That just seems sexual.
Yeah, a lot of this has been sexual.
Right.
Maybe he's
But this
literally
is- but-
saying
but-
that he's grabbing him by the balls and swearing it.
And Abraham his master, and swear to him concerning the matter. So the servant just grabs him by the balls and says, I swear to you.
Well, it's like football players with their
Jeez.
cup checks.
I don't
Oh,
think
man.
that that's what's going
I
on.
don't think that's what's going on either.
You don't?
No. Oh, well, the servant took 10 camels of the camels of the master and departed. Okay. So right after that, she just leaves.
There's nothing about grabbing under a thigh in here.
Wow.
The
So
world-
useful,
Oh.
Oxford.
Hey,
Thanks,
Jeez.
Oxford.
jeez, guys.
Well, he takes the camels because he has to pay a dowry of some kind if he's taking some girl out to be some other guy's wife.
I mean, also, aren't they going across the desert or something again?
Yeah.
Camels are probably useful.
Yeah, they are probably
generically.
useful.
Nah, who needs a
Oh,
camel?
for all the goods
Of his master were in his hands.
Were in his hands.
And he arose and went to Mesopotamia.
Wow.
Under the city of Nahor.
I love all the hyphens for Mesopotamia here. It's great. I don't know that that's in other versions, but this is fantastic.
It's probably just telling you how to pronounce it, right? Because
Yeah.
it does that a lot with like names and stuff. The
Right.
really long names
Yeah.
have all those hyphens. For the longest time, I thought that Mesopotamia was in like Northern Europe.
What?
That's the stupidest thing I've said all day.
Yeah,
I know.
that's
You're
wrong.
drunk, Lawrence.
I must be drunk. No, that was a while ago, and then when I realized that it wasn't there, and it was in the next to modern Turkey in that area,
Yeah.
I was like, wow, mind blown.
So the location of Mesopotamia blew
Ugh.
your mind?
Yeah.
That's so boring. All right.
That's interesting, Lawrence.
You're welcome.
And he made his camels to kneel down without the city by a well of water at the time of the evening, even the time that women go out to draw water. So basically he's like, I know that some ladies are going to be coming by to get some water from this well, so I'm going to hang out here and just like grab a wife.
Grab him by the pussy.
Oh man, is that what the?
I guess.
Yes.
He at this time, I mean, I wouldn't doubt that would happen.
Well,
That's
yes.
pretty terrible.
Yeah.
Uh,
Moving on.
So, behold, I stand here. He says, O Lord God of my master Abraham, I pray thee, send me good speed this day, and show kindness unto my master Abraham. Behold, I stand here by the well of water, and the daughters of the men of the city come out to draw water. And let it come to pass that the damsel to whom I shall say, Let down thy pitcher, I pray thee, that I may drink. And she shall say, Drink, and I will give thy camel drink also. Let the same be that she that thou hast appointed for thy servant Isaac, and thereby shall I know that thou hast showed kindness unto my master. So he's like, if I say this, and she responds exactly this way, then I'll know that's the one. All right. And it came to pass, before he had done speaking, that behold, Rebekah came out, who was born to Bethuel, son of Milcah, the wife of Nahor, Abraham's brother, with her pitcher upon his shoulder. And the damsel was very fair to look upon, a virgin, neither had any man known her. And she went down to the well and filled her pitcher and came up. So here they very clearly distinguish between virgins and people who have had sex. Right?
I mean, they did
Because
that
it
earlier.
says a virgin, neither had any man known her.
Okay, so you're saying that this is where they define it? I thought they did that in the Sodom and Gomorrah story with Lot's daughters.
Well, they mention that
They hadn't
they're
known
virgins,
anyone.
It doesn't define it.
but
This is their
it doesn't define
definitive
it.
definition.
It said that they hadn't known anyone,
Mm-hmm.
and I forget if it actually used the word virgin.
Mm.
Well.
But I mean, either way, I don't think it's like too big of a point that we should stay on,
Yeah.
because we'd have to reread most of that thing or skim through it.
Yeah.
Lot.
Yeah, I'm reading the Lot story.
Again, come on, Ruben.
Why not? Why not read the Lot story over and over again? His wife looked back and became a pillar of salt.
Yeah, that's the greatest.
Oh, and we do have some background noise here, and then we just got some more. Chris's house is loud.
It's not as bad as Lawrence is making out to be, but we might have trick-or-treaters, because it is the time of year where our side of town said, hey, we're doing it a day early and during the day.
Yeah.
Isn't that nice of them?
That, and we still have some background noise. I want to make sure that you guys aren't picking that up. I don't think you can.
No, probably can't.
Yeah, I don't think it mentions the combination of these two there.
So they defined what it means to be a virgin. Thanks, Bible.
I think they
Thanks,
separated because virgin doesn't refer to someone who hasn't had sex in the Bible. It refers to a young person.
Mm.
So this is like probably a 10-year-old or something at this point, right?
Nice.
Yeah.
Ugh. And how old is it
Isaac.
Isaac? Okay.
Good
It doesn't
question.
say
it hasn't
specifically.
said any specific times for a while now. It was all specific for a while, and now it's like, after that, this happened, and then after
So
that.
Rebekah gets this water, and the servant ran to meet her and said, let me, I pray thee, drink a little water of thy pitcher. And she said, drink, my lord. And she hasted and let down her pitcher upon her hand and gave him drink. And when she had done giving him drink, she said, I will draw water for thy camels also until they have done drinking. And she hasted and emptied her pitcher into the trough, and ran again unto the well to draw water, and drew for all his camels. And the man wondering at her held his peace. To wit whether the Lord had made his journey prosperous or not. So he's like, oh, this is the right girl, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't the exact wording, though. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Scandalous.
Is that foreshadowing?
I don't know.
What we got?
There's audio?
There's audio? Okay. I think they're saying that the audio's working.
That it's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. That's better than I don't hear anything, because that freaks me out. I'm like, oh no, you've got just us and no sound. That would suck.
That is awful.
Yeah.
So I think
It really would just be three guys looking at a book. It wouldn't even be any audio.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'd be terrible. Why would anyone watch that, Chris? Well, I guess
Adult Swim value level.
Just the three guys looking at it.
ASMR videos are popular, so
Right.
who knows?
Right, but I mean, if they can't hear any audio, there's
I
no
thought those are
ASMR.
usually audio things, weren't
Yeah,
they?
they're audio mostly.
Yeah, but they don't care about the video, so...
So you could add
That's-
ASMR to it, and it would be a better show.
So-
There we
Yeah.
go.
So if
Oh, man, that'd be awful.
if we didn't have any audio on this, we could just
We could just, like...
yeah.
Ruffle the pages.
we could just re-upload it.
with
by just
page
ruffling
ruffling
pages, yeah.
noises. Yes,
Yeah.
excellent.
Quality content. That's the only thing you'll find on this channel.
Absolutely. And it came to pass, as the camels had done drinking, that the man took a golden earring of half a shekel weight, and 2 bracelets for her hands of 10 shekels weights of gold, and said, Whose daughter art thou? Tell me, I pray thee, is there room in thy father's house for us to lodge in? And she said unto him, I am the daughter of Bethuel the son of Milcah, which she bare unto Nahor. She said, moreover, unto him, We have both straw and provender enough, and room to lodge in.
Wait,
And-
she's related to Nahor,
Yeah.
which is like Isaac's or Abraham's servant.
No, that was Hagar.
That was Hagar.
Yeah.
Who was Nahor?
Nahor was Abraham's brother.
Oh, so
This
is Abraham's brother's daughter?
What was the name?
Abraham's brother's son's daughter.
Okay. So
What was the name that she said? Her lineage. She said that she was the daughter of.
Bethuel.
How do you spell that?
Bethuel.
Okay. You guys can keep going.
Okay. She said, moreover unto him, we have both straw and provender enough and room to lodge in. And the man bowed down his head and worshipped the Lord. And he said, Blessed be the Lord God of my master Abraham, who hath not left destitute my master of his mercy and his truth. I being in the way, the Lord led me to the house of my master's brethren. And the damsel ran and told them of their mother's house and these things. And Rebekah had a brother, and his name was Laban. And Laban ran out unto the man unto the well. And
that's the worst introduction to a character yet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and he they had a brother, and he's there too. Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Sorry, keep going.
And it came to pass, when he saw the earring and the bracelets upon his sister's hands, and when he heard the words of Rebekah his sister, saying, Thus spake the man unto me, that he came unto the man, and behold, he stood by the camels at the well. And he said, Come in, thou blessed of the Lord, wherefore standest thou without? For I have prepared the house and a room for the camels. And the man came into the house, and he ungirdled his camels, and gave straw and provender for the camels, and water to wash his feet, and the men's feet that were with him. So everybody washes their feet.
Yep.
Yay!
Yeah. Good for them.
They keep doing that.
Yeah, I think it's like an etiquette thing.
Is it like taking your shoes off at other people's houses?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
You guys don't really do that at my house.
No, we don't.
Yeah, you guys.
That's because we hate your house.
Oh man.
Yeah, our house sucks.
It does make a lot of noise when it's cold out and raining. But it's not raining. So.
All right. And the man came into the house, and he ungirdled his camels and gave straw, and blah, blah, blah. And there was set meat before him to eat. But he said, I will not eat until I have told mine errand. And he said, Speak on. And he said, I am Abraham's servant, and the Lord hath blessed my master greatly, and he is become great. And he hath given him flocks, and herds, and silver, and gold, and menservants, and maidservants, and camels, and asses. And Sarah my master's wife bare a son unto my master when she was old, and unto him hath he given all that he hath. And my master made me swear, saying, Thou shalt not take a wife to my son of the daughters of the Canaanites, in whose land I dwell, but thou shalt go to my father's house and to my kindred, and take a wife unto my son. And I said unto my master, Peradventure the woman will not follow me. And he said unto me, The Lord, before whom I walk, will send his angel with thee, and prosper thy way, and thou shalt take a wife for my son, of my kindred, and of my father's house. But
Oh man, everybody loves it when he restates everything.
yeah, this chapter is twice as long as it needs to be, because they just restate the entire conversation that they have.
And
That's interesting.
And hold on, and then in this part they have, and then the angel landed and restated the last 5 paragraphs.
'cause I wanna
and God showed up and said everything the angel says.
Although this might be important, maybe this story had a different author.
Well, no, it is different.
Because
So
the other ones...
the account that he's giving here, right, is different than what Abraham actually says. Abraham says to go to the land of his kindred,
Oh, so it's a
but
game
he's
of
saying
telephone.
here that he's been told to go unto the house of his kindred instead of the land. So he's deliberately misinterpreting Abraham's words in order to convince them to have Rebekah go with him.
Okay.
Ah,
Yeah.
I wish I had my coffee.
You can go get your coffee.
It makes a lot of noise when I screw around with the mic.
Okay.
I might be able to make it though. That's a long cord.
I don't think you'll be able to... Where did you leave your coffee?
pretty close by, I think. Who cares?
We're reading the Bible. This is important.
Dude, we go on to a tangent about getting my coffee. No.
No, you went on a tangent about getting
You were like, man, I wish I had my coffee.
Yeah,
I was trying to help you. I was being a good friend and trying to help you
Yeah,
problem
sure.
solve.
My friend would just go get the coffee. Never mind.
No, don't make a lot of noise.
Go ahead.
It's good coffee.
Damn it, he always does that.
Okay.
I'm just gonna kill him.
And of my father's house. Yeah, he says something Abraham didn't say. Then shalt thou be clear from this my oath when thou comest to my kindred, and if they give not thee one, thou shalt be clear from my oath. And I came this day unto the well, and said, O Lord God of my master Abraham, if now thou do prosper in my way which I go, behold, I stand by the well of water, and it shall come to pass that when the virgin cometh forth to draw water, and I say to her, Give me, I pray thee, a little water of thy pitcher to drink, and she say to me, Both drink thou, and I will also draw for thy camels. Let the same...
He changed the words, didn't they?
Yep,
Yeah.
change the wording.
All right.
Let the same be the woman whom the Lord hath appointed out for my master's son. And before I had done speaking in mine heart, behold, Rebekah came forth with her pitcher on her shoulder. She went down unto the well and drew water. And I said unto her, Let me drink, I pray thee. And she made haste and let down her pitcher from her shoulder and said, Drink, and I will give thy camels drink also. So I drank, and she gave me the camels drink also.
I'm so thirsty now. You suck, Bible.
You know, I think
I have to go get my coffee.
Reuben, in your recent
Here's
video.
what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
You go ahead.
All right.
It's fine. Just drag everything with me.
This isn't distracting. Something's gonna go wrong. So he's gonna do something wrong.
Chris, okay.
Oh,
He
you
turned off his mic.
All
right.
I think it's important to note that in your recent video,
Mm-hmm.
when you were, wow,
The one about
There he goes.
qualifiers?
yes, we can put all these attributes on top of, or we could add a bunch of subjects to an attribute.
Yes.
So they could have very easily just have said that they were giving all these things water.
Yes, they absolutely could have done that, but they didn't.
They did not.
They chose instead to do the most ridiculous thing possible, which is restate everything poorly.
Yep. Chris, you're closer to the screen. Read those comments there, because I am not seeing them from here.
Right now, somebody says that it's like a trip down 3rd Street so far. The same guy also says he didn't have church in his youth, and that's it for him. This is it for him.
Is your mic on?
Great.
No. So let me turn that on. I mean, they can hear me, but no.
Okay.
So I got my mic back.
Finally, he's gone.
Oh, damn.
That's great.
Wow.
That's amazing.
I talk too much. I'm aware
Oh
of
yeah, so they very easily could have just added a whole bunch of attributes onto one subject, or added a whole bunch of subjects onto one attribute.
Right.
Instead, I would have liked to see this listed in quantifier mode. It'd be ridiculously complex.
Oh,
That's a
my
great
God.
question. I don't
You
know
know-
who's on the cup. This is just a random cup. I think my mom might have painted this one, but who knows?
I think it would be very funny to rewrite some of the Old Testament using those quantifiers, and just because like those listing of the begats,
Oh man.
Oh, man.
I mean, it would be a coherent statement.
it would.
It wouldn't be interesting at all, and it would be probably harder to read.
Yes, but it would be shorter.
Yeah, it would be much shorter. All right.
So
Is
is
it
the
more of the
story
drinking?
gonna get restarted?
No,
again?
no, hold
so
on,
I
hold
drank,
on.
and she made the camels drink also, and I asked her and said, Whose daughter art thou? And she said, The daughter
Oh,
of Bethuel,
no.
Nahor's son, whom Milcah bare unto him. And I put the earring upon her face and the bracelets upon her hand, and I bestowed down my head and worshipped the Lord and blessed the Lord God of my master Abraham, which led me to the right way to make my master's brother's daughter unto his son.
Okay, I think.
Oh God.
I think here's something that's really funny. Like, imagine being. This is Rebekah already, right?
Yeah.
Okay, imagine being Rebekah in this situation. You tell this guy who you are, and then he gets on his knees and starts praying to God.
Yeah. And then he pulls out gold bracelets and earrings and hands them to you.
And she's like, "What's going on, guys? Do I know you?"
Yeah. Who are you? Why are you giving? Where did you get this? Yeah. Okay.
And if you haven't already, guys, make sure to drop a like on the video. Really helps us out.
It's direct.
Absolutely.
Direct
to video.
It's a video.
And now, if ye will deal kindly and truly with my master, tell me, and if not, tell me, that I may turn to the right hand or to the left. Then Laban and Bethuel answered and said, The thing proceedeth from the Lord. We cannot speak unto thee bad or good. Behold, Rebekah is before thee. Take her, and go, and let her be thy master's son's wife, as the Lord hath spoken. And it came to pass that, when Abraham's servant heard their words, he worshipped the Lord, bowing himself to the earth.
Oh, not
And-
again. He's going to have to tell his master how he did that later.
Yeah.
Is he really? Please, no. It's almost over. The nightmare of 24 is almost over.
Terrifying.
This chapter has been a restating of itself to its prior points.
I think
twice, at least.
Ruben's dying on the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where are we? It all looks the same.
It's 54 maybe.
We're closer over here.
Bowing himself to the earth, and the servant brought forth jewels of silver and jewels of gold and raiment, and gave them to Rebekah.
Raymond
and
was there?
That's just like stuff you wear.
General,
Yeah, like
all
bling.
clothing. Bling, Raymond.
He gave her bling.
So everybody loves Raymond.
I think he said
Raiment.
Raymond.
Yes.
That's an even better show.
everybody loves Raymond.
Yeah.
It sounds hilarious.
And
It's just gold, Lawrence. It's just more gold.
All right, well, you know what? I can look up Raymond in here, and we'll see if everybody loves him or not.
All right.
okay. He gave also to her brother and her mother precious things.
Oh, that's nice.
And they did eat and drink, and he and the men that were with him, and tarried all night. And they rose up in the morning, and he said, Send me away unto my master. And her brother and her mother said, Let the damsel abide with us a few days, at the least 10. After that she shall go. And he said unto them, Hinder me not, seeing the Lord hath prospered my way. Send me away, that I may go to my master. And they said, We will call the damsel, and inquire at her mouth. And they called Rebekah, and said unto her, Wilt thou go with this man? And she said, I will go.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. That was easy.
Yeah, that
There
was
Wow.
barely any convincing at all.
That's some style right there.
Yeah.
I think it has to do with all that raiment they got.
No,
Maybe-
well, Raymond's not even mentioned in here, so apparently nobody loves Raymond.
Oh, come on.
no,
I'm
because
gonna.
it's just bling. Lots of bling,
I
bling,
think-
bling.
I think that's great, though. I hadn't heard that terminology used in forever. And I totally forgot what it meant.
Yeah. And they sent away Rebekah, their sister, and her nurse, and Abraham's servant, and his men. And they blessed Rebekah, and said unto her, Thou art our sister. Be thou the mother of thousands of millions.
Oh God! How many people have you been like? Yeah, good family story of ours. One time I blessed my sister to have thousands of millions of what? Men? Kids?
Kids.
Kids. Oh, how kind.
Oh, wow, that sucks. I think the important thing to already note here, and we should talk about this now rather than later, Rebekah is mentioned in, I think, the next chapter, maybe the next chapter, that she is actually sterile. So
What a terrible
No,
blessing.
there's a blessing,
Yeah.
which is really interesting because why would God bless someone that's sterile?
Well, this is somebody blessing them, not God blessing
Right.
them. This isn't.
Oh, so okay.
Well,
So
perhaps-
far, it's been.
Because all the blessings from
Yeah, but this is a blessing of just the servant of Abraham. It's
okay.
mostly been his story so
All
far.
right,
This
so-
chapter.
so- the
maybe
blessing-
it wasn't God because
Yeah, it wasn't
the servants completely misinterpreted the thing.
okay.
Holy shit, did he?
Yeah. Yeah.
So is blessing?
So there's this
Hold
other
on.
girl who's like being talked to by an angel right now, by the well, who's like, "What's going on?" And they're like, "Well, Abraham's servant was supposed to be here," says the angel. "I'm sorry, you know."
I think it's really interesting to point out that blessings from God, at least, blessings were all about
Fertility.
Reproduction.
Yes. So this is a blessing from somebody else. So it's not about
do anything.
reproduction.
Yeah.
All right. Thousands of millions. Why would you wish that on
your
daughter
sister.
or sister?
Yeah, your sister. Like, hey, sis, I hope you get knocked out way too
100,000
much.
times.
Yeah,
Way
that
too
just sounds
much.
really painful.
Yeah.
And let thy seed possess the gate of those which hate them.
What?
Wait, hold on. Let thy seed possess the gate of those who.
That hate them. Try that again, Ruben.
Um,
Where
are you
we
at?
it's
I'll read it while you look it up.
there.
Okay. Let thy seed possess the gate of those which hate them.
That could be
I
anything.
have no idea.
And may your offspring possess the gate of those who hate him. It's just saying, like, if people hate him, then your offspring will conquer their cities and take all their stuff.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
More of this war bullshit that
Yeah.
Abrahamic shit just loves to do.
I would like to mention.
And in there, it was, that statement was presented in, like, stanza form, like a poem, as if it was supposed to be a chant.
Okay.
So I'd like to point out that this has been the most peaceful chapter so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody's died. They went somewhere. They found pretty much the person they're looking for.
But there's an obvious threat about somebody having 100,000 kids. Millions.
No, thousands
Oh,
of millions.
sorry.
Literally
Thousands,
billions.
Billions.
Billions of kids. That's a threat.
Wow, I guess they did know about overpopulating for a while. You're right. Comments.
Yeah. Wow. Thousands of millions. And Rebekah rose and her damsels, and they rode upon the camels and followed the man, and the servant took Rebekah and went his way. And Isaac came from the way of the well, Lahairoi, for he dwelt in the south country. And Isaac went out to meditate in the field at the eventide. And he lifted up his eyes and saw, and behold, the camels were coming. So Isaac lives in the south country now because he doesn't want to associate with his father at all. And
Which makes sense.
yeah. And Rebekah lifted up her eyes, and when she saw Isaac, she lighted off the camel. For she had said unto the servant, What man is this that walketh in the field to meet us? And the servant had said, It is my master. Therefore she took a veil and covered herself. And the servant told Isaac all things that he had done.
You couldn't have done that kind of synopsis earlier. You
No.
couldn't have just said and he explained all the things he had done earlier here and here or here. Okay, you couldn't have just done that synopsis earlier,
No.
Bible? No.
No, they could not have.
Well, I guess this is just that kind of guy. And Isaac brought...
Man, you should hear everything I did. Please, no. You really mean everything.
No, I don't want to hear that. No. Oh, I already started. And Isaac brought her into his mother Sarah's tent and took Rebekah, and she became his wife.
That was quick.
And he loved her, and Isaac was comforted after his mother's death.
How did it end so quickly after all of that?
So
Well, he loved her.
What
He loved
Which
her.
means they had sex. They
Lazy-
consummated the marriage.
Right. Loved her. Yeah. Ooh, because I don't know that they believe necessarily
And-
in that love, like, you know.
Yeah.
Man, I can't read it from here. You guys got to say these things when you're like looking over at the screen.
Scribes were paid by the letter. Okay. That's good.
Well, in Greece, scribes were paid by the stanza, right?
I have no idea how they were paid.
Oh, yeah. I was reading that book. You know, that one that you had about
Oh, yeah.
that book.
technicalities.
Yes, yes.
What's it called?
The text of the New Testament, it's corruption, restoration, it's transmission, corruption, and restoration by Bruce Metzger, a guy who actually co-authored this.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, Bruce Metzger, I got something to say to you.
He's dead as fuck.
Okay, Bruce Metzger,
Metzger's ghost.
the
Definitely.
Metzger family, I got something to say to you. He didn't include anything about putting your hand on someone's thigh.
Yeah, he forgot. They
I
both
wanna know
forgot.
about that.
They both forgot.
It's
Yeah.
edited
It's
by
edited.
him.
Oh.
They have a bunch of authors.
Well, then
I was looking
you
through
should
this
probably
list of
redact
authors.
that statement.
Yes, these are all the
I redact
actual.
that statement.
Thank you.
All of these authors,
There
every
are-
single
Jesus
one of them.
Christ. Hold on.
Holy shit.
There are like, 40, 50, there are like over 200 authors for this book.
Oh, damn.
You guys really need to stop slacking. I mean,
Get your game on. Come on, you're missing everything in here.
we're missing the thigh touch.
And also,
Maybe it's like the ancient butt touch.
Yeah.
oh man,
The ancient
Raymond.
butt touch.
They don't have raiment. How do they
How
forget
can you
that?
not have Raymond Oxford?
Yeah, that's like class.
You know,
Yeah.
we can just continue.
Like, yeah.
Well, it's a new chapter.
New chapter, chapter 25. Then Abraham took a wife, and her name was Keturah.
Oh, great.
Another wife.
Another wife. You don't hear about that
No,
often.
you do not.
Yeah.
Keturah?
Keturah.
That's.
Ketura.
I did not hear any of that.
Keturah.
You didn't hear any of that.
No.
Yeah,
Spell it
that's-
again.
K-E
Keturah.
Okay.
with a little tilde over the U.
Oh, man.
But that might just be a thing in
Yeah.
this version. And she bare him Zimran, and Jokshan, and Medan, and Midian, and Ishbak, and Shua, and Jokshan begat Sheba and Dedan, and the sons of Dedan were
You heard the word begat, and you just died.
Letishim and Lemon.
No,
You're not even saying words anymore.
it's talking anymore, Ruben. So, you just gave up. Okay, I get it. They're horrible. And Joksha begat Sheba.
Wait, did you
Sheba.
say Sheba?
Yeah, which is fine.
Shebat.
Yeah, well, Sheba, another Sheba. I feel like we've had one.
Sheba.
Sheba, okay. It could be Sheba, but
But this
the
is
tilde.
Dedan, so it's Sheba.
Okay. And Dedan, and the sons of Dedan were Ashurim and what's that?
Letishim.
Letishim and Leamim. Lemamim.
Wow, you cannot
What?
read.
Leumim.
You,
Okay.
you can't say that either. Show Lawrence that one. I'm not even being a jerk.
Leumim.
Like,
Oh, man, it is weird.
okay.
And the sons of Midian,
Looking
Epah
at me all
and
like-
Epher and
Lo-
Hanok and Abidah and Elidah, all these were the children of Keturah. And Abraham gave all that he had unto Isaac.
Oh.
But unto the sons of the concubines which Abraham had, Abraham gave gifts and sent them away from Isaac his son, while he yet lived eastward unto the east country.
So he kind of like let the slaves or the concubines' kids go off and do whatever.
Yeah,
He gave them some money to leave.
yeah, and he moved to the east while Isaac moved to the south. Okay. And these are the days of the years of Abraham's life, which he lived 130 threescore and 15 years.
So 175.
Yeah.
Three score?
Yeah, a score is 20 years.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So about 100. Yes, 175.
Yeah.
He lived 175 more years, I guess.
No, he lived
175 years.
175 years.
Oh.
Then Abraham gave up the ghost and died in a good old age.
He gave up the ghost?
He gave...
Yeah, we gotta check those other versions. That's an interesting way of phrasing that.
His soul left his body?
Yes, but that's Halloween. There you go.
Abraham breathed his last.
Okay, so he died. That is what they're saying.
Yeah,
he
but
died.
I like the phrasing of gave up the ghost in this version, which could imply that he was given some sort of ghost as well.
Well, let's see.
Well, he
what
was
it
because
is.
he was given. Humans were given the breath of life.
Okay,
So-
so that's all they're referring to. They're not
Yeah.
referring to like some divine spirit thing.
Not in this case, I don't think so.
Well, okay.
Unless there was like a later. Some
Here
later
it just says, and Abraham expired.
expired, like a
Wow.
magazine subscription.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's brutal, God. Way to let your friend expire.
Well,
You
Yeah.
could have done something about this, God. You let other people live like 900 years.
yeah.
You really could have. But humans are living shorter lives as they go
Oops,
on.
I forgot. Oh, man, I let Abraham expire. I forgot to put some
Oh,
more
damn.
coins in the thing.
And died in a good old age, an old man and full of years, and was gathered to his people. And his sons Isaac and Ishmael buried him in the cave of Machpelah, in the field of Ephron, the son of Zohar the Hittite, which is before Mamre. The field which Abraham purchased of the sons of Heth, there was Abraham buried, and Sarah his wife. And it came to pass after the death of Abraham that God blessed his son Isaac, and Isaac dwelt by the well Laharai. Now these are the generations of Ishmael, Abraham's son, whom Hagar the Egyptian, Sarah's handmaid, bare unto Abraham. And these are the names of the sons of Ishmael,
Oh, no.
by their names according to their generation. The firstborn of Ishmael, Nebajoth, and Kedar, and Abdil, and Mibsan, and Mishma, and Duma, and Massa, Hadar, and Tema, Jetur, Naphish, and Kedma. These are the sons of Ishmael,
Oh, great.
and these are their names.
Well, I got you.
By their towns and by their castles, 12 princes according to their nations.
Jeez.
And these are the years of the life of Ishmael, 137 years.
And
And
he
he gave up the ghost and died, and was gathered unto his people.
So in the other versions, do they say expired when he gave up the ghost as well?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah. And they dwelt from Havilah into Shur, that is before Egypt, as thou goest towards Assyria. And
This
I
feels
like how
it's
it's
being
like
explained-
practical explanation.
Yeah, yeah. It's being
Like-
explained like casually, like it's on the way to Assyria.
It's on the way to Assyria, and you're not quite at Egypt yet.
No, you went
but-
too far if you got to Assyria, though.
Yeah, and if you went to Egypt, you're too far.
Yeah.
Yeah. And these are the generations of Isaac,
Oh my.
Abraham's son. Abraham begat Isaac, and Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife, the daughter of Bethuel the Syrian of Padanaram, the sister of Laban the Syrian. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren. And the
There you
Lord
go.
was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. So,
Magic baby.
yeah, just like Sarah.
Yep. Or that, and just like Mary.
Yeah, just
Magic
like Mary.
baby.
Magic baby.
Wow. Sure is nice to keep blessing people even though they're barren.
Yeah.
We got some comments. What do those say?
Yeah, they're talking about faith being the breath of the Holy Spirit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he loses his faith, maybe.
Yeah, and
then he
that's
dies.
associated with God
And then he
letting
dies.
people live less long.
So the more faith you have,
The longer you'll live.
wow.
That seems really contradictory.
You know,
to the
when
fact
it
that your
comes-
gift is heaven or whatever. So the longer
Well,
you
there is
suffer,
no heaven. They haven't mentioned
yeah, they
anything
haven't
about
even-
heaven.
haven't
They
even
did
that.
mention that Enoch walked with God instead of dying, and they never said that Enoch died.
And here's the thing: when it comes to like a biblical definition of faith, it is pretty much believing without evidence. That is pretty much it.
But that's bullshit because Adam believed with evidence.
With evidence, he didn't have faith. He knew, like God was always like right there. Just his voice was in the garden.
I'll just imagine some slippers and a floating pipe.
Right, it wasn't faith, but he lived to
Floating
like
bathrobe.
Yeah, like a floating bathrobe.
It's still tied.
It's
though.
still tied. Yep.
Yeah.
That's what God's voice looks like.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Maybe some sunglasses.
Maybe.
Deal with it.
Yeah.
If you're doing that, I'll hit you with his newspaper, but that's just a floating newspaper.
I think it's interesting that Adam lived to like 900 something,
Yeah.
but he didn't have any faith.
No, he knew.
just knew.
Yeah.
Well, he came pre-equipped with lots of extra faith.
In
In case something went wrong.
Faith injections.
Yeah. I mean, he was ignoring those.
It's like
until
old
he
school
died.
Botox. People would go to the rabbi and have their face lifted with faith.
Ooh, yes.
Wow.
That good old faith injections. They're nice and reliable.
Yeah.
I bet you at some point in the future.
And anti-version vaxxers of that?
No. I bet you at some point in the future, somebody like Joel Osteen or Osteen, whatever, will start selling faith injections.
Oh, great.
Hey, I'd buy it.
Or what's that other guy? Peter Popoff. That's the big scammer dude.
Peter Piper
No,
picking a pickled pepper.
I hate you, Peter Popoff.
Okay. And the children struggled together within her, and she said, "If it be so, why am I thus?" And she went to inquire of the Lord. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
Oh, great.
So she's giving birth to twins,
And one of them's...
but they're different races?
Sure.
Miracle baby.
The bowels are very important.
Wow, thanks.
No, I mean within their spirituality. It's the same thing as they do in China, where in China they say that the seat of the soul is in the bowels. Probably comes from the fact that women becoming pregnant,
Yeah.
larger
Looks
stomachs.
a lot like that.
Yeah. So when they're referring to bowels so much, I mean, there's a reason.
Well, good.
Yeah. The one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger.
Wow, that's horrible.
And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. So this hairy redhead comes out, and they're like, oh no, a ginger.
No soul for this one.
Yeah, I guess. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. So Isaac 60. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field. And Jacob was a plain man, dwelling in tents. And Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison. But Rebekah loved Jacob. And Jacob sowed pottage. And Esau came from the field, and he was faint. And Esau said to Jacob, "Feed me, I pray thee, with the same red pottage, for I am faint." Therefore was his name called Edom. And Jacob said, "Sell me this day thy birthright." And Esau had said, "Behold, I'm at the point to die, and what profit shall this birthright do to me?" And Jacob said, "Swear to me this day." And he sware unto him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, and he did eat and drink, and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright.
Wow.
What a dick.
Yeah.
Basically
Jacob,
sold
guys.
himself into slavery to his brother,
No, he didn't sell himself into slavery. He sold his birthright.
which was
Like
His
the whole King of
inheritance.
Nations.
wow, which is
That's
pretty
some
much-
bullshit.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't get to have plentiful children as numerous as the stars.
He doesn't get to rule a nation.
Yeah.
He gets nothing.
Man.
Jacob gets everything.
Wow. For bread.
Yep. For bread.
Bread dicks people over a lot, guys.
Jacob's an asshole.
Yeah.
And now we're at chapter 26.
Hooray!
And there was a famine in the land, beside the first famine that was in the days of Abraham. And Isaac went unto Abimelech, king of the Philistines, unto Gerar. And the Lord appeared unto him.
How long has Abimelech been around? Jeez.
He's pretty old.
Yeah, I mean, Isaac lived 175 years. And
Abraham lived that long.
Abraham lived 175 years, and Abimelech was young, or like around, at least still being a ruler
Yeah, he was
when they
doing
were
stuff.
young.
Yeah.
Well,
When they were getting married.
Maybe Abimelech was like.
Maybe he was born like after.
Maybe Abimelech's like 40 or 50 years younger than Abraham.
Yeah.
But then why would he want to marry his wife?
That was early on, dude. They were just. This was like the first story with Abraham where they met Abimelech, and they were. They hadn't even had any kids yet.
No, that was Egypt.
Yeah.
Abimelech was the second time.
Are you sure? Because I think Abimelech is.
No.
From
Abimelech was the second time. Abimelech's not Egyptian.
Okay. Well, he's 50 years or so younger than.
So, there's
Abraham.
There's a famine. And the Lord appeared unto him and said, Go not down into Egypt. Dwell in the land which I shall tell thee of. Sojourn in this land, and I will be with thee, and will bless thee. For unto thee and unto thy seed I will give all these countries, and I will perform the oath which I swear unto Abraham thy father.
Dude, he's said that like 6 times now.
Yeah.
You get all these lands and the countries and stuff.
He never
and
delivers.
I haven't seen it yet.
No.
I mean, maybe he's redelivering because they keep losing them.
If they keep losing them, they never bring it up. And I will make thy seed to multiply as the stars of heaven, and will give unto thy seed all these countries, and in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed, because that Abraham obeyed my voice and kept my charge, my commandments, my statutes, my statutes, not statues,
Yeah,
statutes,
and my laws.
and my laws. And Isaac dwelt in Gerar. And the men of the place asked him of his wife, and he said, She is my sister, for he feared to say, She's my wife.
Wow.
Oh, no. Don't do it.
Again with this shit.
Wow.
Last time they were sisters. There was a sister, though. She was. Great phrasing. Anyways.
Lest, said he, the men of the place should kill me for Rebekah because she was fair to look upon. And it came to pass, when he had been there a long time, that Abimelech, king of the Philistines, looked out a window and saw, and behold, Isaac was sporting with Rebekah his wife. And Abimelech called Isaac and said, Behold, of a surety she is thy wife. And how sayest thou, She is my sister? And Isaac said unto him, Because I said, Lest I die for her. And Abimelech said, What is this thou hast done unto us? One of the people might lightly have lain with thy wife, and thou shouldest have brought guiltiness upon us.
Yeah, this is
This
like
is
exactly
paralleling
the
the
same
story,
Yeah,
yeah.
He's like, dude, stop. Your family keeps lying about that.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
And like Abimelech is like falling for the same shit.
Yeah, again.
But now he doesn't fall for it.
No.
He's like,
He's
I know
warning
what you're
them.
doing.
What are you doing there?
And Abimelech charged all his people, saying, He that toucheth this man or his wife shall surely be put to death.
Wow.
Then Isaac sowed in that land, and received the same year 100-fold. And the Lord blessed him. And the man waxed great, and went forward, and grew until he had become very great.
Wait, what? Does he just work out a bunch?
No, he just works in the field.
Oh.
For he had possession of flocks and possession of herds and a great store of servants, and the Philistines envied him. For all the wells which his father's servants had digged in the days of Abraham his father, the Philistines had stopped them and filled them with earth.
But why?
Because they're jealous.
Oh.
And Abimelech said unto Isaac, Go from us, for thou art much mightier than we. And Isaac departed thence, and pitched his tent in the valley of Gerar, and dwelt there. And Isaac digged again the wells of water, which they had digged in the days of Abraham his father, for the Philistines had stopped them after the death of Abraham.
Yeah. Again.
Yeah.
Great at restating stuff, this book.
Yeah. And
Well, I'm pretty sure this is just a retelling of the old story.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or do you
if
mean-
we look
oh, okay.
back, like, literally 3 lines,
Okay,
they
you're-
were
you're
just
talking
talking
about-
about how it was filled in.
Okay, you're talking about the repetition. Okay.
Yeah, there's
I
a lot
thought-
of
I
that.
thought you were talking about how...
Well,
Nope.
keep in mind it is supposed to be chanted.
I don't want to keep that in mind.
I'll keep it in mind.
You know, I think I should also bring another book I picked up. It's called...
great. This table will just be books at some point.
Well,
how would
I
everyone like that?
Yeah, we'll just stack them up where you just can't see us.
Mm-hmm.
You just hear our voices.
And
And
stack them up in front of Lawrence.
Yep.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that would be the most...
Advantageous.
Yeah. Might help our viewership. I think... Yeah, I picked up this book called Old Testament Parallels.
Mm.
And what it shows are the parallels, obviously, between Old Testament stuff and stuff outside of the Bible, like other myths, other traditions that were going on in the region.
Mm.
And it might help us really understand the context that this is being written in.
Mm-hmm.
Right on.
You should get that.
I should.
Bring it on.
I will.
Bring it
Why
on.
don't you have it right now?
Yeah.
Because it's at home. Sorry.
You failed.
Yeah. just like okay, says the group.
Yeah.
And you were at
And he called their names after the names by which his father had called them. So he names the wells the names that his father had named them.
1, 2, 3,
No.
4. No, he
You,
gave them
you
more
actually
creative names.
He named
You
them.
would need to name the wells. People would need to know.
You're right. They did
where to
mention
go.
that they were named before. Lots of water sources seem like they were named.
They're
Well,
important.
everything had to be named.
You're in the middle of the desert. Of course, you need
Everything had to
names
be
for your
named.
water sources.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh man.
Sorry, man.
And Isaac's servants digged in the valley and found there a well of springing water. And the herdsmen of Gerar did strive with Isaac's herdmen, saying, The water is ours. And he called the name of the well Esau, because they strove with him. And they digged another well, and strove for that also. And he called the name of it Sitnah. And he removed from thence, and digged another well, and for that they strove not, and he called the name of it Rehoboth. And he said, For now the Lord hath made room for us, and we shall be fruitful in the land. And he went up from thence to Beersheba. And the Lord appeared unto him the same night, and said, I am the God of Abraham thy father, fear not, for I am with thee, and will bless thee, and multiply thy seed for my servant Abraham's sake.
Thanks, God.
Da-da-da.
And he builded an altar there, and called upon the name of the Lord, and pitched his tent there. And there
A
Isaac...
lot of people pitching tents in these parts.
Yes.
I know they mean it literally,
Yeah.
but we don't.
Wow. And there Isaac's servants digged a well.
Digged.
Yeah, lots of
What-
digs.
What it says.
I just like that it's digged. I think it's dug.
It is
Technically
dug,
it is dug.
but this
Yeah.
is old.
This is a
Beautiful.
Bible.
It's beautiful. It's 4th grade level. I love it.
Yeah. Then Abimelech went to him from Gerar, and Ahuzeth, one of his friends, and Phicol, the chief captain of his army.
Oh, he was like his right-hand man before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Isaac said unto them, Wherefore come ye to me, seeing ye hate me? and have sent me away from you? And they said, We saw certainly that the Lord was with thee. And we said, Let there be now an oath betwixt us, even betwixt us and thee. And let us make a covenant with thee, that thou wilt do us no hurt. And we have not touched thee, and we have done unto thee nothing but good, and have sent thee away in peace. Thou art now the blessed of the Lord. And he made them a feast, and they did eat and drink. And they rose up betimes in the morning, and sware one to another. And Isaac sent them away, and they departed from him in peace. And it came to pass the same day, that Isaac's servants came and told him concerning the well they had digged, said unto him, We found water. It's like a Star Trek episode where everything goes right at the last second. Yeah. And he called it Sheba. Therefore the name of the city is Beersheba unto this day. And Esau was 40 years old when he took to wife Judith, the daughter of Beeri the Hittite, and Bashemath, the daughter of Elon the Hittite, which were a grief of mind unto Isaac and to Rebekah.
So
Isaac and Rebekah do not like Esau's wives.
no, they do not. I think that how many covenants have we went over now? We have Noah's covenant, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Abraham's, and
And
now
then Abraham's with the Abimelech, and then Isaac's with Abimelech.
okay, all right. So yeah, lots of covenants.
And God's covenant with Ishmael.
Right. Okay.
And he has a covenant with Noah.
We already
We
said
said
no.
Oh,
Noah.
well, I should listen better. I was reading the comments.
Yeah.
So the thing is with the covenants, it always seems like right when they set up a new covenant, it's hey, all our problems have been resolved.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's every time they reestablish a covenant, they find what they're looking for.
Yeah.
How convenient.
Yeah, right? It's almost
Man,
as if
it's
it's a
all-
bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we did it.
Well, that's what we were covering today.
Yes.
Now, if anyone in the chat wants to ask any questions or anything, then
Yeah,
we're open for Q&A for a while.
Yes, we are, because
Yep.
we have pretty much nothing to do. And
Well,
also,
we've got another special to film and stuff, so
we got
should
lots of...
mention,
Yeah.
We should mention that we're having a miniature Halloween special.
Ah, that's right.
Yeah.
We are doing that. Because
Why
I
not?
think.
I couldn't think of anything better, and
I didn't write anything for
Me
it.
neither.
You don't have to. That's the fun of it.
I like totally forgot that Halloween was even coming up, so
Wow.
I just didn't really write shit. I was writing other stuff. So yeah, go ahead, Chris. Tell them what
we're
we're doing.
just gonna be playing some Magic the Gathering. We're gonna have werewolves. We're gonna have zombies, and
And
we're gonna have
vampires.
vampires.
Yeah,
because
Halloween themed, and that's
Halloween
gonna go
themed.
on our website, right?
I think it's just gonna go on our website. I don't see why we're gonna
Okay.
post it. I mean, if
I
you-
wouldn't post it to the YouTube.
You might. I'm gonna edit it. I'm gonna have like the life counters and stuff showing up, and we can even have like action shots. I don't care.
Which means it's gonna be poorly edited.
Oh, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. So depending on how horrible I do, you either expect to check that out on the website, or if it's really good, we'll throw it up somewhere else too. Yeah, why
Yeah.
not?
Yeah.
Let's see.
So before we get into any questions, if you guys haven't already, make sure you drop a like on the video because it really does help us an immense amount.
Yeah. An immense amount.
You have no idea with YouTube analytics, or not analytics, YouTube algorithms right now. We're just getting fucked,
Yeah.
royally fucked.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're
our-
all by word of mouth communication. So tell your friends too. Technically, that's more important than clicking the like button because your friends could like it as well.
Yeah. Tell your friends.
Oh yeah, there you go. Blatant advertising.
Yeah. Blatant advertising.
Shilling. There we go.
Shilling.
That's the word I was
That's-
looking for.
All right, questions. Do we have
There
things?
is a letter. The letter J did not show up until the 1500s. So have we ever addressed that before?
No, not yet.
I knew that, but
Right. But that's
So-
something to go over much later, like when we get to the Jesus stuff, because that's when it becomes much more important in like textual history.
Yeah. It is all yeah instead of j. Right? They do the same thing in most European languages, Proto-European languages, right? You get like the, I know that in the Norse writings, they just don't have any kind of j sound at all.
yeah.
They have a g sound, but not
Yeah.
a j sound.
The same with Greek, too. No j, just there is a g.
Yeah.
But there are like 3 different ways to write to write like a silent EH or like a silent H. That's like
Yeah.
no.
And it would be nice if they would write it properly.
Well, but then
I'm not
we
going to
wouldn't-
go through all of that trouble while reading it to
Yeah.
mentally translate like Joshua into Yeshua.
Yeah,
Or
which is
whatever.
the same name as Jesus, Yeshua.
Well, Yeshua.
Yeah, same name.
Jesus?
No, Yeshua.
No J for Jesus.
I know.
So how do you-
Yeshua.
Well,
It's still
there are
Yesh-
different E sounds in Hebrew.
I'm talking about Greek.
Yeah.
Oh.
So if you have Yeshua being Joshua, right?
Jesus would have been in Israel, so they would probably spoken Hebrew. His name would probably
Aramaic.
be Hebrew based.
What was Aramaic?
Why would they speak? Why would they do anything with Aramaic when this book has already been around for a while and
Shit
was
if I
written
know.
in Hebrew? That's stupid.
Nobody
The
did.
New Testament was written in Greek.
Why?
What do you mean why?
Why?
Give
Because
me an
that's
explanation.
okay. It was written in Greek because the mythologies started in Greece.
No, it was written in Greek because the apostles were given the gift of tongues so that they
Whoa.
could spread the message of Jesus.
That
We
explains
have to
everything.
stay internally consistent with the story.
Is that what we're
okay?
doing?
People are gonna notice the plot holes.
Yeah. Well, I don't think we have any other questions. Any other questions, guys? We'll give you about say 10 seconds because there's a little bit of lag on the comments. We're aware.
Yeah, if you've got any questions.
What is that? Somebody read it fucking
know
out loud.
some of this. Oh,
I didn't know
I'm
any
glad
of
you
this.
learned stuff.
It's good to learn. We're all about learning here on the
Yeah.
Except for Chris.
Learning channel.
We're an educational resource.
Yes.
That is how
With
the
an
channel is
edge.
labeled.
Education.
We're not nearly
We're not really
as edgy
edgy.
as other channels.
Oh, we're
we
so
don't-
edgy.
We don't have any edge on our cation.
We've all got trench coats and fedoras, and we've just got katanas, and
That's pretty edgy.
That
yeah.
would be really edgy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Any other
Combat
questions
boots.
for
Right.
us? Always
well,
willing to answer some.
I'll talk for now. We'll see if we get any other questions. So yeah, final time, if you haven't already, like the video and check us out on Patreon.
And our website.
Yes, our website, MilwaukeeAtheist.com. And on Patreon, anything helps. I mean, any small amount that you can actually help with really does help us continue what we're doing. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter. We post a lot. If we have more followers, we'll be posting more, obviously.
How would you guys like it if we started making some memes? Let us know about that because
Yeah.
that always drives popularity. And
It
we
does.
But they'd be convenient. Like the whole Cain one where it's like, "What am I, my brother's
My
keeper?"
brother's
That's
keeper.
a great meme. We could make one on that. Or
That's
just
true.
like, "Holy shit, she turned to salt!" Like, oh man, that's a bit extreme. I don't know. There's a lot.
I mean, we could definitely make, I think it's a good idea. We have to
Yes,
spend
we
a lot
can
of time
spam
on them.
the internet with garbage.
Garbage atheist memes. We
We'll-
want to do it.
We'll make the internet just a bit more
Oh,
trashy.
yay. Atheist memes.
All right. So I think that's it. thanks again for watching, everybody.
Any last words, guys? Do you have no? Okay,
no, I guess not. All right.
All right.
Let me.
Well, while Chris is doing this, having troubles.
No,
All
we're good.
right. Have a good night, guys.
Have a great.